Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween. Yes, today's October 31st, and I'm sure everybody's wondering why am I wearing my outfit of Mieruko-chan, notice the hamster hoodie and all that stuff, because it's time to talk about Mieruko-chan episode 5. What a way to celebrate Halloween with an episode of Mieruko-chan. Yes, episode 5. Now, I'm sure everybody has seen it, watched it, and I'm sure everybody's like to celebrate the morning Halloween with an episode of Mieruko-chan. While Halloween is a really good day to watch all horror shows like Hellsing, School Life, Higurashi, Another, the list goes on in terms of all horror animes. While I'll enjoy 2 volumes of High School of the Dead, well, 2 colorful big books of High School of the Dead, being that it's a horror anime, I'm actually looking forward to it as much as the next guy. Also, I got my Anime NYC badge, which means I finally get to go. Finally going back. Now, like I said, in the spirit of Halloween, while I'm wearing my costume and all that, let's get right to this review of Mieruko-chan episode 5. Let's get it. Okay, so we kick things off with our talk with the girl that everybody wants to talk about, Yuria. She finally got screen time, everybody. Finally got screen time. Now, the thing is with her, what this episode did, it showed us how she met the godmother, the fortune lady, before it was closed down. So we actually got everything about her to this point. Okay, so we know a little bit about her. Yuria is a girl who sees spirits. But here's the catch between her and spirit. Here's the catch. She only sees spirits on a level, on a low level. It's like, how do I put this? She could see a shadowy spirit. Like, she could see spirits, but not as clearly as what they actually look like. Like, she can see them, but she can't see them in terms of she sees a shadowy type thing. But Miko, she could actually see them. Like, she could actually see them physically. Because she has a strong spirit presence. Like, she could actually see them fully, like some spirit energy, but she could see more of it than Yuria. That's that. So basically, if there's a giant ghost, a giant ass spirit, Yuria can't see it. But at Miko's level, she can see it. That's the level right there. So it's like, okay, D and this is the S. Same thing. Okay. Now Yuria been spying on Miko since day one. She's been spying on her since day one. Ever since the first episode when she saw the ghost, Miko passed by. No matter what presence does it, she sees Miko been kind of playing along, especially with Miko and Hana walking past the godmother shop when it was closed. She sees them. Sorry, it's so hot. I'm sorry. Gotta fix my hat. Okay, she sees them. Where's my ears? Thank you. She sees them and just literally said, "Oh, there's a cockroach," because she knows. She knows it's there, and that's fine. She knows. Now, let's move on to this. Ever since Yuria was a little girl, she could see spirits, and she could see them. We got a little bit of a backstory where she told her friends, "Oh, I can see ghosts," and her friends like, "Yeah, right, you can believe ghosts." What Yulia's doing, she doesn't want people to freak out that it's a ghost. She don't want to freak out to her friends like, "Oh, yeah, right, you don't see spirits." Just imagine if a friend tells you see a ghost. You will laugh, right? You're like, "Yeah, right, I don't believe you." Ha, 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 ha. She gets fun of because she sees a ghost. So imagine yourself seeing a ghost. Imagine yourself being in that situation where you can see the ghost and you tell your friends "Oh, I can see a spirit." What will that do? What will that do to you? That's the question right there. Okay, now, so Miko and Yuria scene. That was a really funny scene at the end. So apparently she threw these bottle caps because she could see them. Miko is trying to pretend "Hey, I don't see him. This is cockroaches, all that stuff." She knows. She knows she can see him. She knows. That led to, this giant ass spirit just came out of nowhere. This giant ass spirit. Oh my God, that spirit came out of nowhere. It's creepy. It's all these multiple hand gestures, and then it just comes out of nowhere. This creepy ass spirit, yo. And she trying not. He said, "Look at me. You can see me." And then you got Miko trying to ignore it, and Yulia is trying. It's just staring at her, but she can't see that spirit. And with the bead she had, it broke. And then at the end of that, Miko is trying. I think wrestling is in her blood. The way how she come around Yulia and choke the life out of her, like in a hole, in a snake hole, like literally just choking the shit out of her just to pass out. Oh my god! Now and then she wakes up. She wanted to apologize for everything, but in her defense, she was just in Miko's defense, she was just trying to protect you. That's all. In her defense. Okay. Now, let's talk about this ghost here. I've been saying about this since day one. Since the first episode. There are some, just like 13 Ghosts. And 13 Ghosts is one of the most iconic ghosts, iconic horror movies of all time. Because I watched it. What that show tells you, what that movie tells you, not only is horror, but it tells you about, most ghosts can't kill you, most don't want to hurt you. There's a reason behind their actions. Not counting paranormal activity. But when you look at the second half, it was interesting. It tells you about these spirits, ghosts, and they tell you, what their purpose is. Why are they here? What is their main goal? Why are they surrounding them? Well, this is the lesson right there. So Miko's coming home from bra and underwear shopping with Hana. And then all of a sudden, she sees the staircase with this creepy ass ghost. And then when that ghost touched Miko, I'm like, wait a minute. Are you telling me ghosts can touch her? That's impossible. We haven't seen, this is the only time we ever saw, but then when she touched it was an old lady. It was an old lady. Now, she doesn't have her denture, so she can't really talk, so she should use her finger to point with the direction she was going. So he took her back home, and the daughter came in, the big daughter came in and said, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Okay. Gave her back her dentures and trying to talk, saying that she lost her way. She lost her dad. The grandma, right? She lost her dad, so she can't remember anything what happened or whatnot, so her memory's all erased. But then you got this ghost right behind Miko and giving her something. They said 4, 6, 3, 1. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? What's 4, 6, 3, 1? What is it? It's at first I didn't know what it was. At first I didn't know why she keeps saying, I don't know why the ghost keeps saying 4, 3, 6, 1. I kid you not. I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe it's an address or a zip code or some burial gravesite at the location, coordinates. I don't know. I thought it was that. So she used her phone to show the grandma the code 4631. And it was actually a safe. The safe that the old lady tried to remember for years. For years she couldn't get in that lock. For years she couldn't get into that safe until now when she saw it, she's like, okay, 4631. 4631. And when they opened it, it was those little hairnet things you put on the back of their heads. Those combs. I keep forgetting it's combs. And then after she put that comb on, she got her memories back. That was almost like she got her memories back. The letters from her dad and the hair comb that she left. It was like all the memories were there. And then at the end, that ghost said, "Thank you." It was like he could finally rest in peace now. It's like, you know what I mean? There's a reason why these ghosts are around Miko. I think Miko is the one, and I'm just saying my prediction. I think Miko is the one that's got to help these ghosts find a reason for them. Why are they surrounded by him, her? Can you help them? There's some reasons behind that scenario. And that's why I think these ghosts, I don't know why, but something tells me these ghosts are not, well, I don't know, but in my theory, I think these ghosts are not that kind of scariness. You know what I mean? I don't think they're that type of scary. I think these These ghosts are just there for Miko to help them rest in peace. You know, I'm kind of picturing that, but I kind of, I see that. I kind of do. I also like the ending part where there's that lineup. Remember that lineup where she got on the wrong line and tried to get eaten by a ghost? I like how that same guy, the same father ghost that said thank you to Miko was getting eaten by that giant ass creature. So I'm like, what a way to go out like that. Like your final resting place is to get eaten by that. I'm like, wow. Way to go. But overall, this episode was really good. We finally got to see Yuria screen time. Yuria finally got some screen time, everybody. Woo! Finally, I'm sure everybody's gonna like her now. Now, I know there's not fan service out there, but don't worry. Hana did leave us some fan service. I mean, the ending of the show, she just sent us a text to Miko about her bra she just tried on. Even though she had a shirt on, and then she showed her bra. So, like, okay, you got that fan service. Let's just go on to the next episode. Let's just see. So anyway, again, great episode. Another good episode. We got to see Yuria getting some screen time and a ghost who's really... Yuria got some screen time and a ghost who wanted to help his mom and then leave it to Miko to help the ghost, help the ghost father, help his mom, remember everything. So it was like, very good episode. Very good episode. So again, happy Halloween to us all, and I'll see y'all next week. We're in the month tomorrow's gonna be the month of November, which means November's gonna be crazy with Anime NYC and all that stuff. So I look forward for next week's episode of Mieruko-chan, and I hope you will.